Old Turkey no longer exists. This Turkey is the new Turkey, said Turkish President Erdogan in one of his campaign rallies. In the aftermath of the so-called coup attempt of July 15, 2016, the Turkish government under Erdogan started a mass crackdown on hundreds of thousands of innocent people, including journalists, teachers, academics, judges, police, and military officers who have been imprisoned and dismissed from their jobs. Erdogan used the failed coup attempt as a gift from God to silence critical opinions and consolidated more power to weaken the democratic institutions in Turkey. The Turkish government also pressured foreign governments with fear or favor diplomacy and promised them foreign aid, investment, financial and military assistance to silence, abduct, and extradite critics and dissidents. Many governments yield to the political pressure by Erdogan and help the Turkish National Intelligence Agency, MIT, to abduct and illegally transfer members of the Hizmet movement to Turkey. Some governments include Albania, Azerbaijan, Bahrain, Bulgaria, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Malaysia, Moldova, Myanmar, Pakistan, Sudan, Ukraine, Kenya, and Kyrgyzstan. Since 1995, Saturday mothers have been protesting the thousands of forced disappearances and political murders in Turkey during the military coup era of the 1980s and afterwards. This group of people still face state repression, including police violence and prosecution. Credible reports by human rights organizations show that some governments worked in collaboration with the Turkish National Intelligence Agency to stage illegal operations on foreign soil and brought innocent people to Turkey where they faced torture, ill treatment, and a lack of fair trial. Black transporters have been symbols of these illegal operations because these people have been kidnapped with these vehicles. The Minister of Interior Süleyman Soylu and head of the National Intelligence Agency Hakan Fidan are the actors and perpetrators behind the transnational renditions. According to recent reports by human rights organizations, more than 144 innocent people were abducted inside and outside of Turkey after 2016. Most of the victims faced grave human rights violations, torture, and ill treatment, with brutal methods considered crimes against humanity. Hüseyin Galip Küçük Özyiğit was abducted in daylight in Turkey on December 29, 2020. Amnesty International calls on the Turkish authorities to promptly investigate his disappearance and find out about his whereabouts. Gökhan Türkmen was abducted in Turkey on February 7, 2019. Human Rights Watch demanded that the Turkish authorities should urgently carry out an effective investigation into credible testimony from a man in pre-trial detention that state agents forcibly disappeared him for 9 months and tortured him. Zabit Kişi was abducted by the Turkish National Agency in Kazakhstan on October 30, 2017. He was beaten, raped, electrocuted, and psychologically tortured for 108 days in an unknown facility. In his complaint petition, he said, "I was no longer finding those who commit suicide incomprehensible." He was sentenced to 13 years and 6 months of imprisonment without a fair trial. Memduh Çıkmaz was a successful businessman who fled Turkey to Sudan after the decline of democracy and the failed coup attempt in Turkey. He started a new life and business in Sudan. Still, the Sudanese government extradited him at the request of the Turkish government, and he was sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment without a fair trial in Turkey. Orhan İnandı is an educator who founded the Sapa educational institutions in Kyrgyzstan 25 years ago. On May 31, 2021, he was kidnapped in Kyrgyzstan and reappeared 35 days later in Turkey on July 5, 2021. In his statement, President Erdogan confirmed and said, "Our national intelligence organization brought Orhan İnandı to our country to face justice. The individuals caught in a row recently have once again shown the fact that there is no safe place in the world for them." Turkish media also published a photo of the victim between two Turkish flags to defame the Hizmet movement. Turkey was once a beacon of democratic consolidation, a positive model for the Middle East. Unfortunately, President Erdogan has turned into an autocratic regime to grip more power, to weaken the democratic values, the rule of law, and human rights with mass detentions, abductions, and grave human rights violations. No one is free, and no one can speak against Erdogan. Take action to stop abductions of Erdogan regime. Do not let Turkey to become a mafia state. Call your representatives now.